I think the at the glance, the Caixin PMI seems to be suggesting that the manufacturing sector seems to be doing a lot better than the previous months. But as we all know, that between Caixin and official PMI, the Caixin PMI tend to capture more of those smaller sized companies that are closer to the coastal areas, and therefore this seems to be suggesting that the recovery not only continues but also the pace in sequential terms is accelerating. That seems to be at odds with, for example, what the official PMI was telling us yesterday. While the manufacturing index stayed relatively stable at 51%, if you look at the output, the sub-index breakdown, actually the production output numbers were actually going downward from July to August. So this seems to be a little bit perplexing to us because we were expecting somewhat of a moderating momentum by now when we look at both in terms of the manufacturing activities in China as well as maybe some of the orders. But in fact, the orders remain strong, and right now the Caixin PMI is telling us that the growth momentum still remains very strong.
Does this somehow suggest that the stimulus package, the fiscal stimulus package, is finally working?
Well, we think that possibly the fixed asset investment growth that still remains quite buoyant seems to be of help here. There are particularly two pillars over here. One is the property sector. I think that has been staying quite well for most part of this year after February, and very much helped by very strong pre-sales revenue, and the developers were all keeping the investment pace at a very high level. And at the same time, we have seen the impetus from the infrastructure investment coming through. And we have seen a big increase over the fixed asset investment in infrastructure investment projects in the last 4 months. So with those, we think that those were probably the good basis on which that the industrial order seems to be quite strong. But keep in mind, I think last month the July number seems to be suggesting that the flood is impacting somewhat the industrial production activities. So IP growth did not go as high as what everybody was thinking. So I think we still need to be mindful of that particular pitfall for August, given that there was a lot of rainfall, especially in the Yangtze River area.